All right, that looks good. Let me reload that page, get everything running. All right. Hat day for me because I don't feel like doing my hair today. And it's actually still kind of cold outside. It's like 51, so that's cold for me. All right, hands. We still do hands very last. We are not ready for hands yet. Keep those to the side. Those are the reds we just got in. We'll need those later. I still have a good amount of greens left, but we're going to start working on the funnels today. These are going to be a little bit harder than normal stuff because we have to do these in a very specific way, in a very specific order, and we have to get things right. We do have our test dummy for this, so let's get started. First up, we're going to be building the core, is what I'm going to call them. And that consists of 6 funnels. I already have one ready to go. So our core funnels will get done first. We're going to do these all at the same time because it'll be so much easier if we do. And then we will be building the 6 display funnels afterwards, which will be using our funnel effects with lights. But these are our backpack funnels. And so we've got to start to build them up. And unfortunately, due to this being third party, you've already had to separate most of the pieces as well. So 6 times 2, that's 24. 12. Need 12 of the 22 that I have. So we were only going to be able to make 11 funnels, unfortunately. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. What? Did I miscount? 2, 4, 6. Yes, I think I did. 2, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yep, there it is. That's right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And we should be missing a whole funnel's worth. Actually, a whole funnel and... Ooh, a half. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I'm missing 1. I'm missing 1. That sucks. But there is one that is damaged, so it didn't get formed properly. So we'll get these all started. And we've got to get these kind of like halfway going because we've got to get everything glued properly. We've got to get everything in the order it should be in. And then we have to get the wiring started. And these are pretty interesting. The wiring is going to be pretty fun. So with that, then we got to go over to... which is even more fun. This is just using all the parts. So I have to use the gold parts from the Rage Nucleon, and we need the connection bits. So we'll get all those clipped out. Now, we need the connectors because they are very specific. They have to be the ones that connect into this. Without this, and what up, PG? That's what's up. Let's see. I'm in for a little bit. Give me a second. Don't have my earpiece in for that. Oh boy, today is going to be a hard one. What's up? Let's see. And that's loading. Nice. That looks good. Nice. There you go. Okay, so. Now I've got that one. That one. Now, hopefully this all should work. Shouldn't be too many issues with it. Sounds like fun. Nice. Ah. Ah, yeah. And then I need that one. All right. So I gotta get that done, Got it. Because then we're gonna use the parts from the other one for the other part. Those, and I need those. Oh, these funnels are gonna kill me. Hey, Lexman, great to see you live. Thank you, Lexman. Lexmix. And Ajax. Oh, dude, these funnels are a hodgepodge of three different kits. It's using parts from the original. It's using parts from the Rage Nucleon, and then I have my double fin funnel add-on. Oh, yeah, you're good. Which, they get a Psycho frame installed on top of them, which is going to be fun, because we're going to put LEDs inside of it. And we've already had a lot of issues getting everything ready. And did I not clip those out? Should have got 6 of those. 5 of them, technically. I missed one. And to get it attached to the backpack correctly, I did go through and double check what needs to be done. So technically, they are gigantic funnels coming off the third-party one. But I need this actual connector right here. This literal connector is what connects into the backpack. So when it flips open, you get these little 2 tabs that then connect into here. With that connection being there, and me not setting my goddamn brightness, because I'm a smart boy. Off. Stop it. Stop it. Turn off exposure. Exposure. No, no zoom. God damn it, camera. Exposure, manual exposure, 1 step up. There we go. Now we won't have that issue no more. So, when it connects in, it'll be off the backpack. There are 3 connections per side. All right. And luckily, everything somewhat works. We're going to glue most of it together so it doesn't fall apart, because I don't... What's that? With that, then I'm going to make sure to permanently fix the pieces in place. Whichever ones are bending will bend forever. And whichever ones aren't bending will stay just the way they are. And I kind of have an idea for the wiring diagram. We're probably just going to run them out the back. Shouldn't be too hard. Oh, yeah. Right? Yeah. Nice. Nice. They are. That's why I tell people they're not too hard if you learn how to do them. Yeah. Which that's why you should just buy new ones. Right? Right. 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 Nice. Nice. That looks good. That sounds good. Oh, nice. You should be able to, yes. It's in the settings menu. They changed it. Yeah, it says flip cameras. Yeah, they moved it. Nice. 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 Hell yeah. Organization is key. Okay. Right. So that should be how it is. That'll be the side that goes into our funnel. And we can swap the sides. And then we've got that in a stationary position. We'll then glue these ones on as well. But we'll build the funnel. Oh, they are super bright as fuck. Right. 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 So now I gotta get these ones all clipped out. Nice. All right. Nice. Nice. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Right. It could have been a little bit easier on these funnels. The three kits that go together are kind of becoming a hodgepodge of monsters. Yeah, I'm glad I took 2.5 hours yesterday to go ahead and check them all. I did not. It was a little bit before I started really getting heavy into decals. Yeah, I didn't really get into them, surprisingly. Right. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will have 11 funnels when it's done. There will be 5 off the backpack, 5 off the unit lit up, and 5 on the backpack lit up. I said there are 3 different kits to it. I wasn't joking. 11. It'll have 11 because one got messed up. One has a bad funnel connection piece to it. It was supposed to have 12 and 12. It was supposed to be a full double funnel kit, but yeah, that's not turning out to be it. 2. Damn it, I might have to use standard connectors on some of these. Nice. No, at the moment I'm doing pretty good. I'm just trying to make sure that I have all the connectors paired up, and it looks like they might have fucked me really good. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, there were supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they fucked me on the goddamn connectors. Oh, thank you, Rage Nucleon. Now I'm going to have to go to get the standard connectors. Because, yeah, I have to have those connectors. That is hilarious. Oh, no, these are 2 pure pieces. You have to put them together here. I can show you better in here. So you have to have this little lip connection on here. You're supposed to have this little lip connector, and it goes and connects into the backpack. I was trying to get all 6 of them with double contingencies of those. But I'm going to have to use standard connectors. Boo! I hate using standard connectors. Because they're right here. Boo. I didn't want to have to use standard connectors. Gonna have to glue them in. Gonna have to glue them in. Uh-oh. I'm gonna need 6 of those. Because do I have 6? I need at least 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 of those, so I can get it done at least. So I need... Yeah. No, I got plenty of connectors. I have 4 different styles of funnels I can build, and I've got mine down to a point at the moment. It's just getting all this set up, and I did not know they did not give you enough. They don't give you... So the book says that you're supposed to have your own funnel kit, basically. But I didn't want... But I'm surprised that they didn't give you enough connectors to do the full funnel. You need... It's 6 funnels, 2 connectors each, so you need 12. And there's only enough to make... What is that? 9. Technically 10. It's like, man, that's so lame. But welcome to the world of third party. Not everything goes the way you think it's going to go. And when you think you've got it right, don't think that you've got it right. Shit, where are all my knives? Oh, that's not going to be a fun day if I don't know where my knives are. Where did my blades go? Right. Oh, there's my blades. Yay. I didn't lose them. Yeah. Yeah. No, I've got plenty of connectors. I just had to go get them off the regular frame. So it's just like, I didn't really think... I'm glad I didn't throw anything away just yet. First rule, don't throw anything away until I know I'm ready. Nice. Yeah. So, I'm going to have to run. God damn. Yeah, see, so then... Nice. So that can go on top there. I'll glue that into place so that way it doesn't move, because that's the issue. Is that the funnel moves, it'll mess itself up. So that's what we got to make sure. Right. 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 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. Yeah, those 5. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. All right, so if I can get that, I'll glue these in place, then we can get this started. Get all these cleaned up, ready to go. Do not lose that connector. We do not have extras. I will not let this kit get the best of me either. So far... Nice. Yeah, sounds like they already have. Nah. That's how this kit feels. Good damn. Everything I do, it just seems like, okay, 2 steps forward, 4 steps back, 2 steps forward, 4 steps back, 2 steps forward, 4 steps back. It's like, I hate you sometimes. Right. Yeah. Saturdays are always hit and miss. Even on TikTok, it's always a hit and miss day. Like Twitch. I'm very surprised whenever I have anybody watching on Twitch, because Twitch has been really bad for me lately. I used to be able to do really good on there, but lately it's just been like, okay, struggle bus, let's go. For what do you mean for video wise? Okay, so you're gonna need a whole PC setup for that, because that's what I have. I have 2 PCs that run everything. Yeah. So you need a capture card of some sort. Like I use an Elgato. What is it? It's the 1080 Pro PCIe. It's a PCI slot based capture card. That's what I use to capture with. Yeah, it's in a PCI. It can go into a PCI 8 slot or 4 slot, but I have it in a PCI Express right now just because my motherboard has plenty of room for a PCI by 16. Yeah, yes, it's in one of the Express ports. Yes, it can either go in the by 4, by 8, or by 6 slots. I have mine in a by 16 because I have dual by 16 slots on my motherboard. And that way it gets air away from the graphics card itself. What is my camera? And then I have a Canon. What the fuck is this? It's an EOS. I don't remember the exact model, but that's what I use for my my top view capture. I keep telling everybody you need to look at the Twitch stream. This is not my true setup. What you see on TikTok is not the true setup. The true setup is much more complicated. And then I have a gigantic mixing board that I use for my audio because I use all analog audio. Everything I do is in an analog format. Even the audio for TikTok is my old analog setup for audio. But you can use USB mics. It's cheaper. But I go for an analog setup because I like the sound of analog. It's a lot easier to control the peaks and valleys when it comes to audio tuning. Like I have a Shure SMB7, but I don't recommend you buy that because that's a $700 microphone setup. Yeah, I got it when I had enough money to buy it. It has to have a cloud lifter. It can run phantom voltage, but the mic itself was like $500. The one I do recommend is the other one, the one that I'm using for this one, which is the BM800 from Ear Ramble. Ear Ramble's B800. I know they have a newer one. I've had for almost 6 years now, and it's like one of the best XLR-based mics that you can get. And then what's my power supply? Is the Shure 3... no. This... God damn it. Behringer 302. What do you mean going to get ruined from the paint? No. As long as you have a filter on your paint booth, you should be fine. If you build it to have... What is it called? If you build it to be a static pressure unit, like what my... like what my workstation is. My workstation is static pressure. The fans are just there to move air across the radiators to keep it cool. The radiator is doing most of the job, and the exhaust fan is just to keep air moving in the system, but it's not an airflow-based system. It's just... Well, it's an AIO. It's nothing fancy. It's not a custom loop. It's just... you just latch it onto your motherboard. It's actually what I recommend to most people. If you haven't gotten into water cooling, you need to. It's so much easier than air cooling. Air cooling requires too much math. Well, with air cooling, you've got to have air moving to be able to do it, because that's the law of thermodynamics. So you must have cool air passing over to cool the object. It's the same theory with a water cooler, but you have more thermal capacity. So it can absorb more before it saturates. And it moves it away from the unit into another area, so you can keep it kind of contained to a different location instead of having it right on top of you. It does come with its drawbacks. They can fuck up. I've had one die recently. I had to go and redo my actual gaming one's radiator. It pretty much did die because it was not pumping near... The pump went out in it. That's what happened. The pump, it was basically going off osmosis for the most part. The pump was barely even turning. So I had to go and change out... Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah, and with a Ryzen 7, you're not going to get very hot at all. So I'm not surprised. It probably has the Wraith cooler on it, which is actually a pretty decent cooler. It's a 175 watt cooler if it has the Wraith Stealth on top of it. Because you just put the one that came in the box with it, right? Yeah, that's the Wraith Stealth, because it's not a bad cooler. It's a 175 watt rated cooler. Well, you're only going to need water cooling if you're going to do any overclocking. Like, I have both my units overclocked, and it's also so I can run my fans really, really quiet. I barely even know if my systems are running. The only time I really know if the gaming PC's even running is because I can hear the water pump off the frickin' graphics card running, and it's like, why are you so loud? You're not even running very high. And Yeah, I overclock because it's just so much more fun to do that. And I guess I just freaking am just stupid because apparently I didn't cut out all the other pieces I needed. Nah. If you get you have a filter set up for your paint booth, right? Yeah. So just increase your volume of air per minute. Make it so you have a lot more suction on your airflow, and then your PC should be fine. I mean, as long as it's what is it? I would say as long as it's 12 to 10 feet away from the booth, you shouldn't get any overspray, and you shouldn't get any. It shouldn't get too much particles into the actual PC filters. Yeah. And you can even just start with like I used to use webcams. What is it called? Logitech C922s. They were really good. They lasted me all the way up until I got my new camera setup. My new camera setup was awesome. No, Ajax, I love it. That's the thing. Is like I keep trying to push people over to the Twitch side from TikTok. It's like you guys need to come over here. It's way better. I have a way better setup, and I can get to you much faster. And Ajax had to go to the other side. But that's the option. That's what I like. Anybody knows my streams so far. I usually have 2 to 3 sources going for the stream no matter what, because I know Twitch can act up. I know TikTok can act up. So that's why I usually have YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and then sometimes have Discord running at the same time by streaming. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the point. Like I'm saying, like a dual PC setup is like usually standard. Most people do that so that way you can have the one PC running the game while you are capturing the input of what you're doing, and that's how I can get the really nice setup that I've got going. And then for TikTok, the problem is that they don't allow you to have the stream code still for some dumbass reason, and their own failed browser source based one that they didn't do that only like 4 people got to use because they got in trouble with OBS. Really sucks because that's why I have to have this thing down here. This is a little tiny touchscreen. It's not even a tablet. It's just a literal touchscreen that I bought for the stream a long while back. That I just, yeah, it's just a little tiny touchscreen. It's I don't even know the model number of it because it's so generic. Right. I need to get a new friggin' crafting mat. Mine's served its purpose so far. It's gotten through its paces. Nice. Yeah. But yeah, really I would say is learn your setup. I mean, I can't really give you any more info than get on OBS, start tinkering around, learn how to do it learn how to get your stuff set up on Twitch. I mean, there's really not much to it after that. And then it's all advertising, and trying to have a good outlook, because that's the thing I'm always trying to do is figure out what I'm doing wrong. I don't know whatever I'm doing wrong, and I don't know what I'm ever doing right. For some reason, sometimes people like to see my face, sometimes other people despise my face. It's like, I don't know what I did wrong. Yeah. Right. Hello. Right now, I still hate, for gaming, it's so hard to get that screen to look nice because it's not the best. It's got a plastic screen cover on it, so it reflects everything under the sun. Oh yeah, because then it's just a nightmare to even get it set up right. And then the challenges of everything. I mean, like if you were to see my actual area, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare, and I wish I had it better set up like I had before. I really wish we were moving because then I could have my setup be a little bit better. I'm thinking of redoing the area again at some point. Maybe taking the shelf units off the desk because they do come off. And then redoing the background like I used to have it, but I just don't have the room. I used to have a big, like, fuck, what was it? Like 10 by 14 area, and now I have like a 5 by 8 area to work in, and it's just so nightmarish. I don't have the room to move. That's what I was trying to do, is get a whole basically a bedroom for me to stream in, but yeah, we ain't moving anytime soon with the market being the way it is. Okay. I guess I miscalculated because that should be 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I completely just did not look at my stuff. Alright, so we do actually have all those. I don't need to use those. No, I've been so playing freaking Elden Ring so much. It's not even funny. Yeah, oh god, that is... Okay, let me pull that down. I'm being very loud today. I need to not peek like that. That was really bad. I saw that. Yeah, no, Elden Ring is just that kind of... How can I put it in a good way? Is just that kind of... it's like Skyrim. You just can't stop. I find it to be like Skyrim. Was that? I have it on PC. Yeah. Most of the time I get an invader, it's like I'll try to sit there and fight, but I know I'm going to die because I'm not really great at that PvP. I'm not a big PvP person at all. So it's like, okay, let's see how much I'm going to die today. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. 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 Right. 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 Goddamn. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wish they would do a little bit better lore building. I really don't like the whole reading of items. That's kind of why I think Elden Ring's doing a better job than most Soul games, is that there's actually a story to this damn game this time. Just grab a hold and don't let go. Yes, exactly, Ajax. I think it's that. I think they did a much better job on. I think they took a little bit of note from like Neo and some other Souls likes, where it's like we kind of don't want to have to go and read every single fucking item. I kind of would like. Bloodborne was where they started doing that, where it's like, okay, so you don't need to read every fucking item under the sun. You can if you feel like it, but you don't have to. I wish they would bring Bloodborne onto the PC. But they're never going to. But they're never going to. Ha. You need to take it apart and just take the speaker out of it. Right. God, this is going so slow with having to... So what I'm doing right now is I'm gluing all the pieces together. So that way these don't move. So I'm gluing that part down so this doesn't rock back and forth when I try to install it, because the pieces fit a little bit looser than I would like to on the connecting pieces. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Usually you have to. I'm already considered doing that on this one too. The side skirting and skirting are really fucking goddamn loose. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's like that's the problem like I have with... Well, what was I on? I think it was on Twitter, and people are just going... There's this one guy who's in is he in Singapore or Thailand? One of the two. And he wants to make fun of freaking third-party kits, and it's like, you really shouldn't do that, because that's soon enough going to be the only ones available. You guys are just getting your blood faster to Bandai because Bandai favors the Asian Pacific region. When that plastic shortage finally hits you guys, you're not going to have nothing. You're going to have to resort to Chinese kits. Oh, no, no, no. No, Bandai's been for years trying to crack down on third party. They've shut down like 6 different companies. They do not like them. Yeah, well, this plastic shortage should bring their eyes a little bit to attention that they need to be paying attention a little more to the American market, and or also maybe outsourcing a little bit, because they are getting hit pretty hard with not being able to get things shipped. No, you're good. All right. Clip. There we go. There we go. I really did not think I was gonna like Elden Ring. I'm not a big Souls fan. I really don't. I don't like them too much. They bring out the worst in me. I broke a phone and 3 controllers because of Bloodborne. Yeah, Neo. They bring out the worst in me. But so far, Elden's been pretty chill. I just fought Radan last night, and I don't see where people were having so much problems with him. Either that or I beast moded him so hard he couldn't even go to phase 2. Yeah, stop that. Stop that. He got me like 4 times, but I learned his movement and his ability pretty fast. It wasn't too bad. Because he was hitting me pretty hard, but once I learned his movement, it comes down to kind of like what I do for like Monster Hunter, where it's like, okay, so now I know everything about you. I'm going to now pummel you into the ground because I have every iframe on lockdown. Dude, I don't know why everyone thinks Monster Hunter is so fucking easy, but they really need to go and look at Monster Hunter. It is one of the hardest games out there. No. I mean, there are some people who think Monster Hunter is easier than Dark Souls, and it's like, go please play Monster Hunter and tell me it's easy. When you get triple carded and you by the base level monsters, you'll realize, oh, I see. Bloodborne's an interesting one. Like, I like the Victorian setup. I only beast mode through it because I liked the style of combat a little bit better. It's a lot faster, which is what I liked. And the gunplay was fun. Well, my eardrums are gone. I think the only problem I had with Bloodborne was that there are 2 bosses. The end boss, can't remember what his name is, the end hunter, and then the king on the castle top, where you have to use visceral attacks. You have to. I think that was the only 2 that really gave me the most trouble in Bloodborne. I just really wish they would bring it to the PC, so that way it could have a longer lifespan. I think the only problem with Bloodborne is with it being PS exclusive, there are so many people who have missed out on it. And I don't get where all the hate comes from freaking Dark Souls 2. I actually really like Dark Souls 2. I actually enjoy Dark Souls 2 more than I will go back and play Dark Souls or Dark Souls 3. I don't get the hate for Dark Souls 2 at all. That sounds like fun. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Sounds about like right with children. Nice. Nice. That's good. Okay, so that'll work great. We can pop that on there. It should be pretty easy to do. You'll probably have to do a lot of joint tightening on something like that. That's an older one. Ah. Nice. Yeah, I agree with you, Ajax. I don't know why. That is probably right. It was the fact that it was a newer style. I like Dark Souls 2 for its easier. It was not as much punishing on how you were supposed to go. Like, I get frustrated at Dark Souls 3 because it feels like you're just, so you have to go down this corridor. If you don't, you're going to miss all this stuff. It's too linear. You don't, for an RPG, usually you should give a little bit of wiggle room. Like, Bloodborne had a little bit of wiggle room. You could go to different areas. There was plenty of things to do. Yes, it was very linear, but it was linear enough that I was all right with it. Where Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 1, they look so linear, and they just would not be something I would want to play. Compared to like something like DS2, where you can go and choose where you're going to start at, and if you're good enough, yeah, you could go and start in this area, but you really shouldn't. You should really go to the baby bunny, the little baby bunny area, but you don't have to. No, Dark Souls 2 was my favorite. I've done a couple playthroughs of Dark Souls 2. I don't get why everyone hates on it. Everyone loves to make fun of it. Yeah. Well, that's how it's like. Then how did Bloodborne do so well? Because Bloodborne did so much different compared to freaking Dark Souls 2. It's like, seriously? Yeah, and that's how Elden Ring is. It is hyper aggressive. If you try to play defensively, you better be ready because it's gonna suck. Those bosses move so fast in Elden, it's not even funny. There are bosses where it's like, okay, that iframe didn't work this time because you were just that much faster on hitting me. Yeah. Yeah. It was very different. I didn't mind it myself, but yeah, it was a very different system. Yeah, it was very weird, yes. Okay, so now moving on. Ugh, I gotta get all these stupid pieces all made up. Uh-huh. Yeah. Sounds about right for children. Yeah. Hello. Oh my. Nice. And Ajax, if you like Dark Souls games, I would tell you to go and play Neo. Neo was one of my favorites of the last couple of years. Neo 2 was actually better than Neo 1. Yeah, I'm scummy and playing low style all day long. It's like, haha, I can just move as fast as I can. I'll wait for you to try to hit me and I'll block, and then I'll just go into freaking low style again. The umbilical cords, yes. You're good. There you go. Yeah, get Neo 2, J-Jax. It's actually really good. I would tell you, Neo 1 if you want more of the lore-ish style, because Neo 1 had a better story. Neo 2 is easier to jump into. It has a lot more weapon variety. You even have the Odachi Great Katanas that you can get in Neo 2, which was my favorite. And Neo 2 is a little bit easier to pick up. The only thing I'll always say about Neo is that you gotta learn how to do your magic, because it does not teach you how to do magic, and magic is very important. Neo kind of hits me in a good place because it's kind of like old school Ninja Gaiden, basically. Where it's hard, but you can get through things because of the fact that you have good skill. That's a couple games I want to go back through and play again, is play through the first two Ninja Gaidens again. Even though Ninja Gaiden Black, I still have freaking the scars from just trying to beat that second to last boss. And why are you not working today? Oh, that's good. Huh. Is my Stream Deck even working today? Can I do scene transitions? Start. That's not good. Why is my Stream Deck not working? Quit Stream Deck, yeah. Let me restart Stream Deck. Okay. So do we have scene transitions? Okay. I don't know what happened there, but my Stream Deck completely went out. That was weird. Software from my Stream Deck went freaking haywire. Dead or Alive series. I play Ninja Gaiden. Yeah. 2 was still my favorite. 2 was so much easier than 1. 1 was like, oh god. Well, the original on the Xbox, not the original Ninja Gaiden for the Nintendo. Oh god, no. Now, I wonder, Ajax, let me see if you know. Why did everyone make freaking, what is it called? Devil May Cry 3 seem so hard? It was actually my first journey into the Devil May Cry series. And then I played through one later on. I don't know why everyone thought Devil May Cry 3 was so hard. You could easily farm in it to get whatever levels you needed towards the end of the game, and it was still super freaking easy. Nice. There you go. Uh-huh. Nice. Nice. Right. Nice. Yeah, because that means you guys were Marine ROTC, right? Really? You know, armies are not supposed to give out sabers. Huh. Air Force, you pretty much got nothing but a beating all day long. You didn't even get to keep your M1 at all. Yeah, we had shooting competitions when we also had rifle team. Yeah. Yeah, all we had was Rangers with our shot team and Rangers PT, and then also, what is it called? Drill team. That's all we had. Nice. Right. Ah, okay. Right. Ah. Ah. Right. 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 Yeah. No, they're still just ceremonial weapons. They're not even used in any kind of combat nowadays. Okay. Yeah, you say that till you get cut. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. God, these are taking forever. I've got to clean. Right. Yeah, hand-to-hand combat's always useful, no matter what. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Nice. And looking up. And looking over. Oh, yeah. Well, yep. I have 4 brothers and a million cousins that are all male, plus a military family, so we learned hand-to-hand combat real early on. You blink and it's like, oh shit, here we go. Mm-hmm. You come home, ah shit. Not this shit again. No. Right. Oh yeah, trust me, my siblings have issues. So learning non-combat, non-lethal takedowns were always kind of the problem. It's like, okay, so you need to calm down for a little bit. Let's put you on the ground. Make sure you can't move and hurt nobody. Yeah. You're right. Yep. Kind of like what happened to me. Right? Yep. It's a great way to get a TBI. No, no, literally, that's what happened to me. Is I got called back out after one of my siblings was going crazy. Went outside because he was attacking one of my vehicles. Sat on the ground because I already had a concussion, and then got kicked in the head with some really, really sturdy boots. That was not fun. Ooh. Right. Should I have about 12 of those? 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay. Right. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, cool. Sorry, I gotta count all these parts because if I don't count them and they all of a sudden disappear, I'm gonna be in some deep shit trouble later. Oh. Yeah. Right. 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 Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Or have the problem like I had where I had basically for how long was it? How long did I know Stephen Petty? We'll say about 5 years of my life having some guy think that he's basically my anime rival and making my life a living nightmare. Ugh. To the point where luckily he got caught with drugs. Thank God. Right. Yeah. No, trust me. There's a reason why I won't talk to anybody in my family. It's because they're all lying, cheating, stealing bastards. I've never had... What's that? What'd they tell you? Wow. Wow. Nice. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Ah, that sucks. Yeah. Well, you know, they're always trying to take our guns away. It's like, I hate that. Nice. Yeah. Kind of mad I sold my AR, but I got my monies out of it. I need to build another one at some point. Learn how to build it. They're actually really easy to build. You'll... Nice. Nice. Yeah, I was surprised how easy they were to build. I was like, okay. And I didn't build my barrel from scratch, but I did use an upper kit, but still you got to build the lower, and it was really easy. Uh-huh. Yes, that's what mine was. I had a nice one that could shoot both 223 and 556, which is always fun. That way you're not... Oh, yeah. I want to get an AR-9 done just because the 9 mils are usually easier to get a hold of, and that way I can do a two-gun mode where they both share ammo capacity. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, right. I literally, in my old apartment, I slept with my pistol underneath my pillow because of unseedy people living next to us. And 3 in the morning, hearing people trying to open my door. Yeah, so I slept with a pistol underneath my pillow. Because I slept in the living room. Right. Right. No. Yeah. Right. 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 Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh, shit. Nice. Right. God damn. Right. 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 Yep. Oh, it shows me. Like, we moved from that place so fast because of the issue that happened, like, I think it was about a year later. It's saying, no, 6 months. Oh, you're good. All right. So we've got about half of these things clipped out. I think what I can do is we can start building it. I think I'm going to have to look at the diagram real quick. I can start building these and getting the LEDs ran without having to clip the white parts just yet. Which means we also have to black these out. More than likely, I need to check and see if these are going to be too thin that need to be blacked out. And then get the funnel lights ran. If we can do it the way I think I'm going to be able to do it, we can just do it without the white parts and get all the green parts and the black parts assembled. And ow! Did I just cut my thumb open? Oh, I did. Ooh, not too much. Ooh, that hurt. Just a little, but I felt it. Ow. Glad it was on the small part and on the thickest part of my thumb. Okay, so with that, can I build... Let me find the book. Can I build the double fin funnel without having to put the white parts on top? We can just use the green parts for the time being. Trying to see if they connect together in that form. It does look like that should be the way we can do it. Because that just goes over top, and we should be able to clip onto those. Okay, so it should be fairly easy to do. And we need to start. I've got all the parts clipped out. We're going to get them cleaned up. And then part 2 starts. I'll only need one frame of the greens because they are by 12 by 6 by 2s? 6 by 2s. 6 by 2 format instead of 4 by 4 by 4. So let me open that up and we can start talking about it. Ooh, and it's one of the end pieces too. Come here, you. So. Ooh, fun. Yeah, and I have about 2 hours left in time. No fun. Right? Oh, what was it? I think it was about a year. It was 2000. Yeah, it was 2018 towards the end because my bike had already been stolen. I lost an $18,000 motorcycle to some freaking workers who decided to steal it. Then one day coming home, so to put it in context, the time was around. So wifey gets home or she was off, usually around 3 o'clock ish in the afternoon. 2 o'clock or 3 in the afternoon. I get home around 4 o'clock in the afternoon after work. In between around 3:50 and 4:15, wifey said she heard something big happen in the living room of the area we were living in and didn't know what happened, thought I'd come home and like slam the door or something. But I came in and I saw, and she had said she had seen dust all over the place and didn't know what happened. I came home, I see what looks like to be, what is it called? Drywall dust all over my model kits and everything. And as soon as I looked at the wall, I told her to get out of the fucking house. Because there was a good-sized hole in the wall. Turns out, yeah, one of our neighbors was playing with a firearm and blew his finger off. Playing with a loaded gun, shot a hole that went through 3 different apartments and a wall stud and still had enough force to make a gigantic mess. It was insane. Okay, so A4, which that should be A4. So the key does go that way. Ooh, hopefully that comes back off. Oh, you're good. Oh, so they do move and open up. Okay. So we can glue that in place. Oh, no, it just locks in. Okay, so basically this is the idea. So we're creating little cycle frames. And hopefully that can come back off. I hope they don't break it. I do have replacement ones if I need it, because I do have one full funnel that I can't do. Alright, so yes, it can come back off. Alright, easy enough. And we'll make a hole for the wire to come out that way, but we've got to figure out how to solder these things in, because we're going to have to get all the pieces on there. And we have to start from the front, technically, because we're going to work our way from the front to the back on most of these. So we'll start with the one that's already been clipped out. Well, came out on initial packing. There's another one that's already almost fallen out. And I'm going to have to work my way back. Because they have to all connect, so it won't be that bad. You can kind of get a sense of how they should look. If I can get these all clipped out. And luckily my LEDs are fairly small, so it shouldn't be an issue. It's just how the soldering is going to work. And we have to do this 11 times plus extra. Extra on the original one, on the second set, because we also have red LEDs going inside as well. Which is going to be its own kind of trial and error, because I don't even know how I'm going to put the red LEDs in that one. Another good one, Ajax, you're still there? I don't know. Is a compare Elden Ring to like The Witcher. It's just there's so much to do. There's so much to do, so much to see. And I'm trying to enjoy all of it. Yeah. Am I missing something? No, I'm just dumb. No. Okay, I'm just dumb. Ah, shit. Come back here, you. I'm going to be gluing these locked in the open position, so that won't even be the issue. It's just getting these all to look nice. I'm just trying to get these so you can see kind of what I'm working with. So that'll be our inner frame for that. And then we should have our show through back there. So now what I need to do is I need to test and see if we're going to have issues with light bleed, which is where the light bleeds through the backing onto the unit. And if it does light bleed, then we have to do light bleed treatment, which is usually pretty easy. If I remember where I put the LEDs. What do they go? There they are. Light bleed's a big issue. Now, the other thing will be soldering. I'm going to try to put 1 to 2 LEDs in the tip, have that run back into this one where I can solder and put another one in, have that one run back, and then we can have that run all the way out. Usually darker plastics don't need light bleed. Usually they don't need light bleed treatment. It's usually always lighter pieces such as reds and whites. And actually this stuff is thin enough that we're going to have to light bleed treat. Alright. Good enough for me. It'll cause a hot spot. Good enough for me? Nope. I'll let them connect in at least. Woo boy, okay. So let's start. We're gonna get maybe one done today. Maybe get one somewhat ready today. Time 11:48. Oh god, and we have 12 of these. 12 of these to do. Jesus Christ. All right. Okay. Okay, so we got all those ready. I knew this was going to be a nightmare mobile suit as soon as I started thinking about it. The idea and concept work. Don't have kids. I got it. Okay. That's good. Okay. That's good. Got it. Okay. Got it. All right. That sucks. Oh, okay. Okay. Looking up, looking down, looking up, looking down. All right. You just getting put through the ringer, aren't you, today? Yeah, hon. Right. Ah. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, and I get... Right. 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 Yeah, it's better. So it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Yeah. Trying to light block these fins because they are going to be very nightmarish if I don't. Well, they're gonna bleed through like crazy because the LEDs are so freaking bright. And the plastic's fairly thin. So I've got to add an extra, probably an extra 4 hours worth of getting painting on and then getting LEDs soldered. Oh yeah, this is gonna take forever. The concept works in theory. It's then getting that theory to actual production. And that's always the hardest part. And then I'm going to try to glue these things in place so that way they don't move. I want them locked in the open position. I don't want them closing on me while they're sitting there. They're just ganging up on you today. Ah. Nice. Ah. Yeah, I've been there, done that. Yep. Makes sense. Pick on the small one. It's always the easiest way. Alright. Oh, yeah. Sounds like me when I'm on vacation. Like, no. Oh, man. Right. Yeah. Right. Nice. Ah. It's even better. Nice. Yeah. Okay, so that's good to go. Let's try getting... Nice. Okay. So, all right. So I want that one glued right there. And I can work with that from there. Ooh, fun. It's the one thing wifey keeps asking me about, is that she wants a fish tank at some point. It's like, no, not yet. If I was to do one, it would be a freshwater, because I hate doing saltwater. Saltwater is too much time. Yeah. Yep. Nice. Before I buy her fish, I've got to get a different house, so that way I can actually do it and not have issues. I'm not going to have fish in an apartment. No. I do not want to have that experience. Yeah. They'll probably pick on them. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. I've seen. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Nice. Nice. Right. Right. Huh. That's sick. Nice. Right. Yeah. That's how I feel with my tarantula. Ugh. She's so nice. But, no, touchy. I started out as a sling, and she's gotten to a... She's pretty big. She's an adolescent now. And if I'm right, and I sexed her right, she's a female, which means she'll live 30 plus years. Yeah, they live a long time. And she's a fussy little shit, too. She loves heat. I don't know why, but she loves her heaters whenever she's got heaters. Okay, so if I do that, do that. Or do I only need one? Let's do a single test and see. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Tarantulas are fun. They're fun to look at, not touch. Oh, that works way too fucking well. That worked way too fucking well. Okay. No shit. Right. Let's see. So then I need to look at how the arc goes over top. Looks like it follows the same direction, I think. Let me see. They're not that bad. You feed them once every blue moon when they're hungry because they're aggressive. Right. Right. Oh, no, no, no. You'll know because spiders don't bite. You think that they're bitey, but they're not. Surprisingly, they do. They just want to be left the fuck alone. The only ones that will bite is because they're defensive, and that's OBTs, which are the New World stuff. No, the Old World stuff. The New Worlds don't give a shit. They're so chill, it's not even funny. She's only tried to strike me, but she dry bites. Old Worlds come from Africa and Asia and will attack you on sight. It's things like the Great Horned Baboons and Thailand Blacks, where they're hyper aggressive. But it's because they've grown up in an area where they need to be that hyper aggressive. Then you have stuff like the stuff found in North America, which is what New Worlds are pretty much, which is like Texas Browns, Mexican Red Knees. And they're usually more chill. They're usually more terrestrials as well, not arboreals, like most Old Worlds are. Most Old Worlds are arboreals, which means they live in trees. I've always wanted a tarantula, well, a Mexican red knee, and I did not know how rare they were getting at one point. They have gotten pretty hard to come by. Like, I paid $50 for the one I bought, and that's actually pretty good for a sling. Where normally that sling, right now, adults are going like $100, $200 easily. Sling is a baby spider. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much the same thing like what I did with mine. Yeah. Nice. Uh-huh. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's why I've been liking superworms for my feeding. Yeah, yeah. Everyone seems to like dubias. My spider hates them for some reason. She does not want to eat dubias ever. I've tried them. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Let's see if I can do this from under the desk. Nice. Yeah, I want to get into lizards, but they're so needy. That's my only problem. I don't know, just the whole setup process, like needing all the heat bulbs and everything for them, and they're so fragile if they get too cold. That's my only problem with lizards. It is, but we don't live like that. Yeah. Well, for Texas, we like it cold in our houses. So, like with my tarantula, I have to have a heater for her because I keep my house way too cold. 68 or 65 degrees is way too cold for her. Yeah. 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 Nice. Oh, like my rats. Those two dum-dums have to have a heater because they get too cold and they get all sneezy when they're too cold. It's like, I hate you too. Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. Once we finally got our guys trained up, they're the dumbest freaking idiots under the sun. Like, our shy one will still bite you if he's hungry and he doesn't want to get out of his bed because he's a lazy ass piece of shit. But other than that, he knows better after getting booped on the snoot because he bit me so hard once. I'm like, dude, you do that again, you're never getting stuff again. So you're getting a boop, and we'll see what you do after that. My other, see the problem. Oh, so it's funny. We got these two as a pair. There was 3 of them in the pet shop that we had stopped at, and we were only gonna get 2 of them. And apparently, we got the most shyest one ever created, and then we had the most social rat ever created because he's still skittish, but they're only like a year and a half old, and they're not too old still. But our shy one just doesn't ever want to be held. He just wants to go back into his bed and sleep all day long. You hold him for 2 seconds, and he's jumping to get back in the cage. But our social butterfly one, boy wants to always come out in the cage. He'll just jump right out at you as soon as you open the gate. And it's like, it's hilarious. Ugh, no, no, no. Those things suck. Oh, that's good. Really? Uh, yes, those things are nightmares. We had one that we had for 3 years, and the joke was, if you stick your hand in that cage, you ain't coming back with it. This little fucking 2-inch freaking goddamn hamster is going to rip your hand off. You touch her food, she'll rip your hand off. You touch her wheel that she broke again because she burned out the bearing in it, will bite your hand off because she thinks you're invading her territory. Surprisingly, females are actually more aggressive. The one we had was a female. You couldn't even hold it. She would rip your hand off the second you even looked at her. But she loved eating seeds all damn day long and being a little shit and hiding stuff. Oh, I hated that animal. I hated that thing. Yeah. Oh, shit. No, if you want a really good, if you want a really social slash smaller rodent to hold, is gerbils. They are so much fun to hold and pet. Our last one lasts 6. No, they can't. They don't have the jaw muscular to actually break human skin. They'll nibble you, but they can't actually bite humans. Gerbils are also social, where they bond with, they're kind of like rats, where they'll bond with the human they live with. Where we had one, usually you're supposed to keep them in pairs because they get social anxiety if they don't. But we had one that had been beaten up for a while of his life, and it was already antisocial. Like, I didn't even know the damn things made noise because he squeaked and made all kinds of noises to try to get you not to touch him. But he was like the best tamed gerbil I've ever had in my life. We had him for almost 6 years. Yeah, he lived a long time. No, don't get those. They're not what you think they're gonna be. They are very needy. They need a lot of care, and they don't like to be around humans too much. Yeah, they can be great. They're just not they're very don't touch me. Yeah, pretty much. Yes, I want sugar gliders. I know they can be needy, but they're supposed to be like the most fun you can have for a small marsupial that's legal to have. Oh yeah, no, apparently they're awesome. Apparently, yeah, they can be needy, but they're apparently fucking awesome. From Oh yeah. No, apparently they are very social. They always want to be played with all day long. Kind of like how my rats should be, because apparently rats are supposed to be very freaking pack oriented, but mine are kind of that has the stupids because they're freaking just dumb. We feed them all the best food, they get all the best treats. They still the stupids. They are the dumbest. They're the dumbest rats ever. They don't have a wheel because they don't like a wheel. They got chews, but that's about it. All they want to do is sleep in their bed all day long, which I can't really fault them for not doing. Sleep in their hammock all day long and wake up for treats when I come home. That's about it. Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 Right. Nice. Nice. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Surprisingly, you'll actually find this funny. Tarantulas do have personalities. No, no, no. That's what's funny. Is like almost all creatures have some sort. Like what is it called? Mine's very chill. She does not like to be touched, but she'll chill out if you're in there, just make sure she's alive. But pretty damn chill. Like what was it? There's only been 2 incidents, and one of them was because I almost flooded her cage out once, trying to give her water, because I like to keep a water dish in there, just in case that she either dries out or doesn't have enough humidity. And I accidentally put too much water on her, and next thing I know is I have a 2-inch tarantula climbing up my arm, and I'm like, oh, hello. Sorry about that. And I've learned my lesson about sticking my hand in the cage lately. I used to be able to stick my hand in there and, move her around. As she's gotten bigger, that is not a right thing to do anymore. One time she flipped around in a nanosecond and acted like she was going to tag my hand, but just dry bit and was enough to get me to pull my hand out of there. Because she grabbed my hand, and you don't think something that small would have that kind of grip strength, but pulled my hand. And this is when she was like 2 times smaller than she is now, and pulled my hand with enough force that it was like, oh, you're a lot stronger than you look. But didn't bite me. But no, I can hold her if I was actually to try to make sure if I felt like it. But no, they show emotion like, what was it? The one I had previously was my brother's. It was a rose hair tarantula. I can't remember the exact name of them. But rosies are supposed to be bipolar. Some of them can be insanely good. Some of them can be freaking utter nightmares that want to kill you. And I was like, that's so weird, because the one I had previously, you could do whatever they want. We would take it out of the cage. Didn't matter what you did to it. You could just hold it. It would walk around. Didn't really give a shit. But some of them can be utter try to kill you monster tarantulas. And it's just like, that's insane. And to think that something that simple can actually have that kind of mindset is insane to think of. Because you wouldn't think that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I get it. Trust me. We've had a couple incidents with the sheddings being found and a certain person having a heart attack because she keeps thinking they're real. And it's like, it's not. It's just the shed. Calm it down. I know I left it on top of the freaking goddamn garbage bag. I didn't mean to. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Everyone's always trying to say that they're all the same, basically. They pretty much look the same. Surprisingly, apparently, I don't know shit about snakes, apparently. Because, yeah, what I think is a copperhead and what is a freaking cottonmouth are usually the opposite because most people say it's different. Surprisingly. Like, usually... Well, usually, a cottonmouth should be that it always usually has a more... Oh, man, I can't remember. It looks like a rattlesnake, but it doesn't. But it likes to display the mouth being a bright white color. Yeah. Well, it's what water snakes want to emulate is the the copperhead. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yep. Snakes just want to be left alone. Plain and simple. Yep. Same with spiders. They just want to go back to sleep. Uh-huh. Yeah, nice. 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 Right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how... That's exactly how I feel about my tarantula. She's just a big puppy for a spider. It's not like it's going to actually go and attack you. She just... Oh, well, she's not even full grown yet. She won't get full grown until at least 10 plus years. For you, I would say something like a pygmy dwarfs. The pygmy dwarf tarantulas, they're so much fun. They don't get very big, and they're kind of fun. They're really expensive, but they can be really fun. There's a couple different species. Yeah, as long as you don't get the super bitey ones. I mean, even OBTs, as long as you leave them alone, they're not going to do anything. But they're not display spiders. They're more the, I'm actually into this hobby and I want a spider. Spider. No one ever says. OBT, oh, I can't remember the actual thing, but the nickname is Orange Bitey Thing. Because they want to bite you all day long. But it's the Orange Baboon Tarantula is basically what their what the common name is. I can't remember what their scientific name is. Oh yeah, no, we have them down here. I've squished a couple. They get big down here. Yeah, they get huge. Nice. No, they get big. They get big. Like I was trying to say is, my tarantula will get the size of a dinner plate when she's done. So it'll take 2 hands to hold her. Yeah. Yep. She'll require a 20-gallon tank when she's done. Yeah, and they have like 2.5 to 3 inch fangs when they're at that size, and they can crush a full-grown dubia between those fangs in a nanosecond. Oh yeah, they're huge. They can take down Madagascars. They're big enough they can take down Madagascars. And No, you're good. I got over my fear of it because I found it curiosity is more the thing with them. Oh yeah, no, it's fun when wifey's around because it's like, haha, look, tarantula, spider, scares her to death. If that thing ever got out, I think she would burn the house down. What's the most it's going to do? It's maybe going to be in the bed. Just be careful and it won't hurt you. It's going to go where it's warm. Was that? So, the rule of thumb when it comes to tarantulas is handling only when necessary. Handling when transferring enclosures and handling when necessary. Excessive handling can actually stress your spider out and cause more risk of being bitten. It also isn't good for the spider because it can cause them to not eat for several months. It stresses them out and it's bad for their metabolism. They can be handled. It's just not recommended by most spider enthusiasts. They are to be viewed from afar is the recommended procedures. Because it's just safer. The tarantula is actually very fragile. If they get dropped, they could die easily. They're very soft. They're not hard. They're not scorpions. So if they're... Oh, yeah. So if their abdomen gets damaged, they can die pretty quickly. And it's not fun for the spider, and it's not fun for the handler. Yeah, they are very fragile creatures. Slings don't usually survive. Slings are very hard to take care of. So me with my very first one being a sling was very not common. Usually slings don't... You usually shouldn't start with a sling as your first tarantula. You should usually start with a adolescent to an adult. And then learn how to take care of a sling later on. Because slings don't have a very high mortality rate. Yeah, they're not the hardest creature to take care of. I've had no issues with mine. It's basically a reptile enclosure, just you don't need the heating bulbs, really. The heating bulb will just help keep it a little bit more relaxed and keep it more active. It doesn't really need it. As long as your house is kept at a normal temperature, they usually don't need heat. Heating and feeding is just to help them grow faster. Because it keeps their metabolism up when they're feeding. And they're being heated. Mine's just become used to it because that's just what she grew up on. So she's a little shit and loves heat no matter what. She doesn't burrow either, which is weird. Most tarantulas are supposed to burrow and create little nests. She's never done that, even before I put her on heat. She never did that. She would just walk around the cage all day long, which is common with brackies. They're weird. Some of them burrow, some of them don't. Yeah. So it was just weird when she didn't burrow as a sling. Okay, now that should be all the way pulled out. Okay. Right. Right. Oh, there are some beautiful ones, yes. No, there are some really beautiful tarantulas out there. There are ones that are even much better than mine. Mine is one of the more sought after species. The Brachypalma is pretty sought after by most collectors. It's just the one that you should have because it's the namesake for tarantulas. Alright. Yes, bottle blues are freaking amazing looking. I want a green bottle blue at some point. There's also Metallicas, which are really expensive because they're kind of a new species that's just... Metallicas are really hard to come by because they are a... They're not a modified species, but they've just been newly discovered. And so they're a little bit on the expensive side nowadays. Oh yeah, they're very pretty looking. Okay, so we do that. Oh, whiptails, yeah. Whiptails are fun. Vinegaroons. Vinegaroons are, they're commonly known as the vinegaroon. That's the whiptail scorpion, which is, the scientific name is the vinegaroon. Yeah, they're weird. And they're technically insects. They're not even spiders. Camel spiders, those are technically insects as well. Those aren't even considered, yeah, they're considered insects. They're not even considered spiders. But they're also kept as pets too. They're actually supposed to be pretty fun. They're technically in there, but because of having 6 legs, they're not considered a scorpion. Oh, I don't remember how many that is. Either they are in the spider tree or they're not. I know the... Yeah. Because I know vinegaroons are considered bugs. Like, but I can't remember if the camel spider is. Did I do that wrong? Huh. Let me see. Oh, let's see. Did I do that one wrong? It's not moving. I don't like that. I need to see if I did that wrong. Okay. No. I'm just trying to make sure how this thing's going together. No, that's right. That is so weird. That's right. That's how it's supposed to be sat. If they are, then they're considered... if they're in the same tree as the whiptails, then they're technically considered bugs. Because of the trees and how they work. Alright. Oh, yeah. No, they don't. No, they don't. That's forced perspective. No, it's forced perspective. They're actually really small. They don't get very big. They're really tiny. The average size of those is like maybe 2 to 3 inches long. They're actually non-venomous. No, they're non-venomous. We actually have them in Arizona. They're not just in the Middle East. They're in Arizona and stuff. They're not native to the Middle East. And they're non-venomous. No, they don't even have venom at all. They're actually an ambush predator. They wait around and then they... Misinformation from the war in Iraq, surprisingly. Because they hang around where camels are. That's pretty much it. They eat the pests that run around. Yeah, they'll eat lizards and things, yeah. They're fast. Let's see. If I remember right, they're non-toxic because you can trade them. And they don't require a special handle. They don't require a special handling permit at all. Okay, this is from National Geographic. Oh, you sons of bitches. Fuck you. No, they have it where, okay, open a new incognito so that way it won't ask for a subscription. Fuck you. Oh, still does. Okay, fuck you, Nat Geo. We'll just go to Wikipedia then. Oh, that's right, Cephaloges. In the order of animal classification known as camel spiders, wind scorpions, sun spiders, Cephaloges, the order includes more than 1,000 different species. Let's see. Anatomy. Cephaloges are moderately small to large arachnids, a few meters to several centimeters, so nowhere near is what you're saying. Between 15 to 7, so 5 to 6 inches in length. They're about the same size as a regular Asian forest scorpion. In practice, received lengths. Body plane, such as lakes, classification, ecology. There we are. Desert biomes occur widely. Shrubs, cephaloges are carnivorous and omnivores, feeding on termites, darking beetles, small ground-dwelling arthropods. They're also aggressive hunters, ferocious opportunistic feeders, recorded in feeding on snakes, small lizards, birds, and rodents. Prey is killed and cut into pieces with their jaws. I can't pronounce that. The prey is then liquefied and then ingested through the pharynx. So no, they don't have any fangs. They have the mandibles of a scorpion, but they don't have any stingers of any kind. They are non-venomous. It's nope, and they don't even feed on camels because they were just seen eating the parasites that were on camels. Yeah, I know. It's the whole chupacabra kind of stuff. Nope, they are fairly average size. They're about the size of a regular Asian forest scorpion at most. Yeah, it's fairly large. Nothing like my 24-inch spider that I'll have in about 5 to 10 more years. Now, you want real kind of keep you up at night is thinking how big. Now, that's not also the biggest spider. God, I cannot remember the actual term for it. But the bird-eating Goliath. Oh, I want one. They're so like puppies. They have a 4-inch fang when they grow full size, and they get gigantic. But that's if they make it to that size. Because they're just so much fun. And they're technically New Worlds. So they don't really care. They're from the South American region, and they just don't give a shit about anything. They're not aggressive. They just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. They're slow growers, but they eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. I want a Goliath so much. They're so much fun. They're not the greatest looking because they're just gray, but they just get so big. They're nothing like a Thailand. No, it stays in its cage. Like, I would go and grab her, but I don't want to freaking mess with her right now. I'm trying to get her to molt again. Nah, it wouldn't even be out. It would be in its cage like it's supposed to be. Nah, the thing about spiders is my wife didn't understand that they're like fish. You don't take them out. You don't hold them. They're just there to look pretty. And that's kind of why I wanted the one that I bought. Brachypalmas, which is the Mexican red knee, are known to just be good-looking spiders that just sit in their cage all day, looking pretty. And they're not hiding all the time. There are certain species that hide all day long. It'll go find the darkest, warmest spot it can, and then it'll come out to feed at some point. But it'll be very afraid. It will not want to be touched, and more than likely, you'll find it by the time you actually start looking. There's a lot of guys who do it on YouTube. The best one is Darkest Den. He lost a Brachypalma not too long ago. About, what was it? Was that 2021? He had one escape, and his neighbor found it like a day later. And he had a, yeah, got out of his, what is it called? His office, and his neighbor found it. Said, hey, one of your big ass spiders is over here. And it was just chilling. And he's had a couple other escapees, but that's because he uses door style enclosures, that way you can see them. And they'll get lost for a little bit. They'll get lost, but you'll find them eventually. They're not gonna go anywhere. It's not gonna get out or anything. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's not gonna get lost. They're very... Yeah. Right. See, I wish the boys were that way, but I can't trust them. They would probably get lost somewhere, knowing my luck. Yeah. Nice. Hmm. Really? Nice. Ooh, that would have not been good. You're right. All right. You're right. Right. Oh no, that's like that's the hardest thing about spiders is breeding. Breeding is the hardest part. That's the hardest part about spiders. Uh, yeah. Right. Oh shit. Yeah. Right. Nice. Nice. Ah. Yeah. Ah, shit. God damn. Yeah. Mmm. Ah. Nice. Right. Yeah, that's the same thing with tarantulas, but you have to do it because once males reach maturity, they die. They're not like females. Females will live for a long time. They'll multi-breed long into their adult life. Uh-huh. No, you have to wait till they're at least into the adolescent or adult phase. Like mine, I think I'm right because she had a flap on her abdomen, and she hasn't developed tibial hooks at all. So she should be a female. Tibial hooks is the male reproductive organ. Basically a wee wee. Yeah. 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 Nice. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Cutty, 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 cutty. Okay. Just trying to make sure this fits. And how bad it's going to look. Huh. Fun. Might end up cutting that peg off. Yeah. I might have to end up cutting that peg off, because it does not seem to want to work. I have extras, so let me cut that peg off. So I can always glue it in place. All right. Trying to get this test one done finally, so that way I can kind of see how it's going to work. Okay, that should show it. I don't have it all painted up, but that's fine. Yeah, that'll work. So 3 LEDs, that's good. Okay. So basically it looks like this. So it'll look like that, but we have our cycle frame underneath, which is nice. Ah. So we'll have our cycle frame underneath. And we just got to put that yellow piece on, and I should tack that for fitment. What today is basically just see if my theory works, and so far it seems like it's working. Yeah. Oh, PG had to go. All right. Boop. Pop that off. All right. I just want to see this. Okay, so that should be the completed form. So we'll have that go down like that. Hell yeah, that works way too goddamn well. Oh, that's going to work way too damn well. Okay. I'm feeling way more comfortable with this now. So prototype phase this out. Oh, PG's back. You just keep dropping in and out, don't you? Oh, that's funny. Aww. Right. That sucks. Right. Uh-huh. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. All right. So that looks good. Really? That's neat. So you missed out on what I was working on at the moment. So that's basically what these will look like. So they have an inner cycle frame, and we have the LEDs on the inside. Yes, it'll close up. I just have it in a very soft state right now, so that way I don't fuck it up. Because this is the band, so I don't want to have it. They can also close. I want the cycle frame out the entire time, so I'm going to actually be making them permanently open. But I know Susan Model did one for the real grade, but the real grade doesn't have the inner frame. So a lot of light blocking I got to do. I know that won't come through too well on the other camera. Yeah, because you can't see it. But on Twitch, you can see it better. But yeah, it looks good. If I just get that done, light block all the material up, and it'll look pretty good when it's done. I just had to do that fucking... I got to do that 11 more times. So 11 times 3. Oh, good thing I bought more LEDs. Oh yeah. The suit came out really good so far. I'm really happy. Yep. Nice. And the connectors work. I just have to glue them on. No. Powerfuls are my favorite so far out of all of the LEDs I've bought. You know what? Fine. We'll get this made up as a test unit. Well, as a complete unit. Do that because I don't really have a whole lot of time left. Wifey should be coming home pretty soon. So, was that? Yeah, she's done React videos with me before. We were doing those for a little while. She's just very shy on camera. Shoot. It's the whole reason why she likes the idea of YouTube and Twitch, and it's like, well, you got to put yourself out there, and it's like you have to talk to people. You can't just sit there and not do things. And she's like, nope, I'm done. I'm like, yeah, I know you. Second I tell you, you got to talk to people, yeah, of course you're gonna clam up. You can't just be silent all day. I mean, you could. It's just you're gonna have to do stuff you don't want to do. We actually met through my WoW guild back in the day. She was brought in as a newbie in my Warcraft guild back in the day. Yeah, we ran a... So it was back during... What was it? It was just after ICC had opened up, and we were getting new hires going. It was during the third freaking goddamn... how can I put it? The third time we've had a revolution in the guild, and us taking over pretty much. And at the time, it was basically me and my buddy's guild at the time. We had about... Oh, how many did we have? We had around 80 to 90 members that were active all the time. You know, we had a full 10-man. We were trying to get 25-mans going. We were a very... We didn't push too hard. It wasn't like the one that I was in previously that had merged with that one, where they were top-tier raiders. These guys were kind of mid-tier, and I stuck with them just because we had been friends for a while. She was brought in as a hopeful for the 25-man slots to fill in for DPS roles. And she pretty much stopped me in Warcraft till we started actually dating. Yes. No, she was in Texas. I was in Utah. And then we met up at one point during the complete aftermath of our guild falling apart. That was the third Exodus and the betrayal of all. Oh, there's a reason why I don't play Warcraft. I am tired of the drama. After 10 years of that beforehand, having the issues with people just being assholes all the time, I'm not into Warcraft drama anymore. No, I don't play Final Fantasy anymore. It's too grindy for me. I just don't even have the time for MMOs at the moment. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, we were at one point, we crashed the entire server economy because one of my friends got mad. Somebody was undercutting him by pennies on the dollar, so he just bought everything, and we would die laughing. Because he crashed the entire economy. It was like, oh no, Bash is going to crash the economy. He's buying everything. He just bought all my stuff, and it's like, oh, god damn it, Doy, you can't do that. I need to make money. He did. He bought like half my stuff that was on there. I'm like, I'm sorry you're having a fight with this dude. Don't buy my shit and then resell it. I will kill you. No, the dude had so much gold it wasn't even funny. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Nice. Right. Yeah, Final Fantasy was alright. I mean, the beta test was okay. I liked it when it first came out, but I just don't have the time for it anymore. Between my job being so erratic and just MMOs just being on my radar at the moment. Oh, it is. I have a what is it called? I have some mid tier characters, but nothing like really high on like wifey. She plays that way too much. Like I said, I don't ever have time. She barely plays what she does all the damn time. She's currently playing Warcraft again for I don't know why the fuck she keeps playing it. It's like I don't know why you keep going to. You don't want to do the high end stuff, but you don't want to do the low end stuff at the same time. Yeah, and then they got a new patch that just came out and everything. So everyone already is going back because the new Race for the World First is going on again. Yeah, I heard that you guys got all the fun people that came over. I'm like, see, that's why I don't like it. Yeah. 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 Yeah, welcome to Warcraft. That's why I quit. It's more old school Warcraft than it is new school. Old school Warcraft, you had to do basic pulls and doing all the stuff you need to do. New Warcraft's not like that. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Right. 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 Yeah, it's kind of why I stopped playing. It's like I don't need a second job Warcraft. They treat it so like you have to. It's the same reason why I don't like Destiny anymore. Like I like playing the single player stuff in Destiny, but when it comes to raiding, it's just like no, I'm good. I don't need to go do that. I would love to, but no. Yeah, like I want to do rating. It's just I hate the way that Destiny does their rating. I don't like the whole let's do a whole jumping puzzle portion of this in every single raid. It's like, can you just not? Can you just not, Destiny? You don't. It's funny, but it's just so dumb when you're trying to coordinate 6 people, and it's like, this is bad enough when it comes to freaking regular raiding kind of tactics, but you don't need to do this in this kind of game sometimes. It's why the whole pug doesn't work. I mean, you can't really do pugging in Destiny. It's so hard comparative to most games. Uh-oh. Because I am the king of pugging. I've done pugging in almost every game that's created, and it's like, in Final Fantasy, you can do it a little bit, because they've got the decent finder and everything. But in Destiny, it's just there's no tools. You have LFG, and that's about fucking it. And that doesn't even work very well. Oh, yeah. Yep. 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 Oh, God, I hate them, yes. Yeah. Right. At least for the higher end content, it's like sometimes I would like to be able to do higher end content with matchmaking. It's like there aren't, not everyone's completely stupid. Ooh, that is nice. That is coming out very nice. Oh, no, I'm just looking at... I'm trying to get this. I was saying, like, I want more high-end content in Destiny to be more matchmade. It would be so much better. It's like... I don't know why they think that it's just that we should only let people who have 6 friends all day long. It's like, some of us are antisocial because it's just hard. It's not because we want to. And you don't give us any tools to really do... Like, guided stuff doesn't really work. And Nightfalls just suck. And not all of us have a million... Right. The worst thing they did was the sunsetting mechanic. That pissed me the most off. Because they sunset one of my favorite weapons. And I'm like, I hate you. The new one is like overpowered as fuck. The one they just made, it's overpowered as all hell. The new Galahorn that just came out, it's about on par with the OG, because with the, what is it called? With the Catalyst, you can get basically wolf pack rounds all day long, and it goes to everybody. Not just the player. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Nice. Right. 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 Yeah. Right. 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 Nice. Right. Right. Yeah. 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 Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Ah. Right. 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 It doesn't have any of the guys running around with shotguns all day long cheating. Oh no, when I won't even play Destiny PvP anymore. I literally watched a guy track me through a wall and then come around the corner with a shotgun, and it's like, oh, really? You really did that, did you now? I don't think you did. Like, you did not track my movement through a wall while invisible and know exactly where to fire your round up. It's like, yeah, no, I think I'm done with Destiny for a while on PvP. Yeah, I used to be a menace in PvP till they freaking merged the console and PC ports. Now it's kind of... You could always tell who was using a Cronus. Now, no. No, everyone's pretty much doing whatever the fuck they feel like. Like, I used to be able to do whatever I was literally getting all the Crucible weapons done. Getting all the Crucible exotics done. For 6 months I was doing that. Back in 2018. 2020, I tried to go back and play Crucible on the merge servers. No, never again. Never again will I play Crucible. I would spawn, die, and I am not bad. I would get pretty top tier playthroughs before that. Now it's like spawn, die, spawn, die, spawn, die. No. No, I'm not that bad at freaking shooty games. No, 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 no. No, no, no. We won't be playing that game anytime soon. Oh, yeah. That and Daisy. Yeah, fuck that. Right. Okay, it was on that interior piece that we were getting still some light bleed. Oh, yeah. All day long. Yeah. That's fucking hilarious. Right. Right. Yo, I get it. Yep. Oh, I see it. Oh, that's why it's bleeding through. Oh, I'm just not getting good coverage on the paint. If I don't get good coverage on it, I'll get some light bleed, and that's the one thing we don't want, is light bleed. Because light bleed makes it look terrible.
This whole story began developing 2 days ago.
Now, I almost have this one done. This is just going to be the example piece. The example piece for it. Then I have to do all these all at the same time, which will be fun, trying to do 12 of these, no, 11 of these all at the same time. Surprisingly, I paid for the original version of Fortnite. I actually got the alpha to it, and it was actually kind of fun. I don't know, I know why they got mad at Bluefin, but they should have just not. I know they've made billions off of it so far, but it's just such a bad game. It had a much better concept in the beforehand. No. No, Anthem was terrible. The very shallow shallow loot pool, and it had a good concept, but it was just bad. It was such a Destiny ripoff. I really wish they would have developed it a little bit more. It could have been better if they would have more gone off the... If they would have gone more into the kind of Iron Man-y aspect, but they didn't. They went to the Destiny kind of style. And with that shallow freaking storyline, it was just like, eh. Oh, that was terrible. It was supposed to be episodic, and no, don't make a game episodic. Just finish your game. And don't make arbitrary loot rules and stuff. It's like, it was one of the major faults of that game. It was just so bad when it came to doing things that could have been easily fixed. If they had not made the what is it called? If the roles had been more defined, if they wouldn't have made some of the roles as hard as they were, and if they would have also made the game a little bit more accessible and kept the storyline a little bit more consistent, it would have been way better. But it's also EA, so they ruin everything. So, meh. EA, they ruin everything. Yeah. Oh, no. Now, if we're talking Tom Clancy, The Division is actually a really good game. If that's another game we can never get a good third or fourth in, is Division. It's either I pick up me and wifey, and then we have our father-in-law join, which, he drives me crazy. PS4. At the moment, we're not playing at the moment, but yeah, when we were getting into it, it was just like, we could never find people who were at our level of competency. Right? There was another piece I was supposed to put on. Right? Right? Oh, okay, that's all that does. Yeah. Right? Yeah, The Division, I wish they would make a little bit... how can I put it? They need to go further on it. I think the gun customization could be better. Yeah. Right. 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 Oh, it was. Right. Yeah, the second one, the PvP was a little bit lacking compared to the first one, but it was still decent. But it also had a group in the first game. That's actually competent, yeah. Not the mobile game. Yeah. You want more like MechWarrior kind of style Gundam. Yeah. Right. Uh-huh. Right. Right. Yeah. Ah, nice. I think if I remember right, it's 2022. Yeah. Right. 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 Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. Because it's going to make... You're going to be the one in charge of it, not him. Right. All right. Let's see how that's going to look. Right. Gotta hit that nostalgia. Right. Oh, yeah, it would. Damn it. Oh, yeah. Oh, with VR being more accessible nowadays. Yeah, my Quest is my favorite so far. Right. And you can still do PC scaled stuff too with it. You hook up the Type C into your computer and it just basically runs the software. You're just streaming the video to the device. Because I was playing what is it called? Skyrim VR off my computer with it. Yeah, Doom VR is alright, but Skyrim's like top tier. You want an immersive game? Skyrim VR is really good. I played it for like Doom. You don't get to walk around; you teleport. Where in Skyrim, it's literally just Skyrim. It's not even a special game. It's just Skyrim with VR controls. I hate Doom Eternal. It's just so annoying. In concept, it's fine, but in gameplay, it's one of the worst Doom games I've ever played. Yeah, I mean, seriously. So here's how Doom Eternal plays out. Cacodemon, 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 Cacodemon. Oh, then we're also gonna have Spider Demon, Spider Demon, Spider Demon. I couldn't stand it after it's like, I've gone through the same hallway like 18 different times because you guys can't change your layouts, and all you ever do is just spam all the enemies at me. It's like, this sucks. This is not what I want for a character for a game design. I want variety. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then you have Fat Boy Cacodemon and then Spider Bots all day long. That's all they ever did. Mastermind, 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 Mastermind. It's like, I'm tired of this. Can you guys like stagger this a bit? That's what they did in the first one. This first one was at least a little bit more staggered. But Eternal is just throw all the enemies at you, the game. It's like, I hate this. It's so boring. It's like, why do this? You're not even making it fun. You're making it such a... how can I put it in a good way? Made it more tiresome. Tiresome. It was just tiring. It's just like, I'm not having fun with that. Not to be mean or anything. I mean, it's just like, I got bored with it very easily. And the difficulty was a little bit annoying as well. Oh. Oh no. No. Well, that sucks. That sucks. Damn. Oh, I'm actually getting off here in just a few minutes. I was just checking this thing. And yeah. I've got to do something special on it. So that one works fine. It's the one that's folded that I have to worry about, because I have to cut the channels for that. Alright. Yeah, at some point, because at the moment I'm not playing any of those games. Still playing Elden Ring till I die. Alright, later. Alright, everybody. Alright. Okay, so that looks fine. I'm gonna have to cut the fucking pieces for that. It's gonna suck. That's gonna be hard for me to do. But that's basically what it looks like. I'll do some pictures of it when I get done. I'm gonna have to glue that piece down. Glue that down. Clamp that down. This is just kind of a test. But the real issue that I'm having right now... So that one works fine. That's the folded one. That'll be going... If I can look at it. So our folded one goes on the inside where our long goes on the outside. So it'll look like that. The problem is when it comes to the one that's facing outward. I'm going to be able to get it on there, but I'm not going to be able to fold it up unless I cut the channels for it. And that is very thin plastic. I don't know if we can put the one that's supposed to go on there. It's going to be too small. Let me take that one back off. Actually, we can leave that one. We can just leave that and I can test it with a different one. Way smarter than I look. No, it's too small. So we'll have to cut the channels. So we'll have to use these as templates. And I'll have to make a template one. And we'll cut the channels for it. Because that's how it has to work. Because what happens is that goes on. And we're going to be gluing that in place. And that goes onto the unit. And then the two wires go into this unit. And from there, that goes into there. And that goes into the main backpack. And we still have a shit ton of them to go. But I don't want to have to compromise the one going upwards. So we'll have to cut channels into that. Yeah, because it doesn't work. Because that'd be in the open position. Ah! God damn! Why is that so loud? Ow. Hi. I don't know. I'm deaf now. Because that was so loud, I don't know why. I know. I don't know why that's so loud. But it's fine. I'll see you in a little bit. No, we'll go figure something out. Calm it down. I'll see you in a minute. Alright. Oh, I'm now deaf. Ow. Why was that so loud? I'm not even that far up on the meters. God damn, that hurt. Okay, so with that, we can stop there. Yeah, okay. So with that, we can stop there. It's going to be a long process. We've got a lot of work to do because that is 1 of 12 that have to be... No, 1 of 6 that have to be done. 1 half of 6 that have to be done. 1 of 12 that have to be done. That have to be finished. So, fun. Awesome. Amazing. Yeah, we still got them all laid out on the table as is. I still got to clean most of them up and then get started. We'll probably start doing all the tips at one time and then we'll do all that. This was just a proof of concept. And the proof of concept worked, which is smart because that makes it so everything looks good and that nothing's falling apart and how well the light blocking will. I will do a full picture of what it's going to look like in a little bit. Having to do that cutting will suck, but if I want it to look good, it's going to have to be done. Because this one is too small to fit on these, so I'm going to have to make sure to do one. And it doesn't have the right shape. Like, yeah, I could cut it and then put it on there, but it would be too small and it would look wrong. And that would be really, really bad. But thank you everyone for watching today. We are out of time. Life will be here soon. We'll be back tomorrow night. If I don't play Elden tonight, we'll be back tomorrow night. With more trying to figure out what I'm doing right. But thank you everybody, and I'll see everyone next time. Thank you, and bye-bye.